Hello dear learners, welcome back to another exciting project. This video will learn how we can do time scheduling based operations with RTC. And in this video, we'll create a project from scratch, that is a smart class ringing system with ChatGPT. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's get started. Well, in this video, we'll try something related to timing. And we know we have already learned a module named RTC module, which is used for real-time clock setting for Arduino. So let's try out some ideas and let's ask ChatGPT if they can provide us some ideas on timer-based projects. We are asking ChatGPT to give us some ideas based on timing-based operations and applications using RTC timer with Arduino. So let's try this out. Okay, the first one is automated plant watering system. The next one is smart home automation, like we can implement RTC timer or system like lighting, heating, cooling, and etc. Security system with schedule activation. Build a security system that activates at a specific time. Aquarium lighting control. Design a lighting system for aquariums that mimics the natural daylight cycle. So that's a cool project, I think. Temperature control fan system. Then we have school and university bell system. Automatic pet feeder. Greenhouse climate control. Solar tracker. Fitness reminder system. So these all ideas are really good and we can try them out. But for this video, we can choose this one. Let's say we want to choose this school and university bell system. This is going to be a simple one, I think. So let's ask ChatGPT to tell more on this topic. So I'm asking ChatGPT again, give me more details on school and university bell system with RTC timer module and Arduino. Let's see. So they're saying that according to the response, we need some components like Arduino, RTC module, buzzer or speaker, power supply, wiring and breadboard. After that, they have provided us some steps to be followed, like connecting RTC module to Arduino, connecting buzzer, then installing RTC library, Arduino code, etc. So if we notice carefully, the code, they have used RTC library first, then RTC object they have created. Okay, we have some logics here. Now if hour equal 8, that means if the hour value is 8 and minute value is 0, that means exactly 8 AM, then a ring bell function should be activated. The ring bell has been defined later. But here you can see the code is actually blank here. They are asking us to fill up the code. Then they have mentioned to perform the other steps like uploading the code, test the system, optimize, expand, and install and deploy. Anyway, we do not want to apply our own code. We will also make ChatGPT to write this code for us. So that is why. So we are asking ChatGPT to complete the code for buzzer and I am submitting the code statement. So now here we can see the edited code or the modified code. Here the buzzer pin has been connected to 9-number pin of Arduino. Then they have a function called ring bell and we need to check out if the ring bell actually has been completed for us. So here you can see they have used digital write delay and digital write for buzzer pin. So let's try this code at OQI. So we'll copy this code. I have come back into OQI. So here I will paste the code. Now let's configure the circuit first. We need to bring in RTC module. This is the module and we need to bring in buzzer. So let's make the connection quickly. We need to connect SDA to A4 and SCL to A5 pin of Arduino. Then we have buzzer. The buzzer Signal pin should be connected to pin number 9 according to the code, as we have defined pin number 9 as the buzzer pin, and we need to connect the ground to ground. So the connection for now is complete. We can also add a display module just to show the timing so that we can understand at what time the buzzer is ringing or not. So let's ask ChatGPT, add an I2C LCD module with the code to show the exact timing at the display. Let's see if ChatGPT can help us with that. Okay, they are bringing liquid crystal I2C header, then created the object. They have also used serial printing, so we'll ask ChatGPT to avoid serial printing. So let's ask them, remove all the serial printing from the above code and use LCD to display information. Okay, I think the serial printing has been removed from the code. Let's copy this code and try again with the Uku editor. We'll paste the code. Okay. Now let's bring the LCD module with I2C. So here we'll connect the LCD module and the ground to ground, the VCC to 5 volt VCC, then SDA to A4 pin number of Arduino and SCL A5 pin number of Arduino. You can change the color of this wire. So I think the wiring is done. Now let's see if we can set a time for our code and see if the buzzer works or not. So it is 8:31. We'll set something like 8:33 and we'll try the code. 8:33. Okay, also we need to include this library at the library manager. Here first we will bring in the RTC module and liquid crystal, then RTC, this one. Already the liquid crystal has been imported for us. Okay, so let's run the simulation. The time is 8:31 and we have set our program to trigger for 8:33 at the program. So we'll wait till the time comes. So here we can see the bell is ringing, but there is no sound here at the buzzer. So let's look for that error. Well, let's just explain what problem we have faced into ChatGPT and let's see if this can help us. With the above code, we are not hearing any sound with buzzer. Okay, let's see if ChatGPT can identify what's the error. And it's saying that I apologize for the oversight. It seems like I made an error with the ring bell. Let's correct the code to ensure the buzzer function as expressed. Let's see what change they have made. Digital write buzzer pin high. Actually, it doesn't help anymore because it's the same as previous. Let us check the code as previous. This was digital write, buzzer pin high, then buzzer pin low. So it's not helping actually. I know. So one solution could be we should use tone and no tone function here. We have already learned that at the buzzer interfacing tutorial. So let's try to instruct ChatGPT. Use tone and no tone function with the buzzer sound in above code. Re-modify it. Okay, now this time they have replaced the digital write with tone and digital write for low. They have replaced it with no tone. I think this could be the solution for our program. So let's copy this and try out at the GUI. I'm replacing all the previous code. So it's 8:36. Let's set the time to 8:37. 8:37. Okay. Let's run the simulation now. So at 8:37, we should hear the sound from this buzzer. Okay, so the bell is keeping ringing. Okay, let's say we want to have a ring for 8 times or 5 times. So we can mention that here also. We want to make the ring for 3 times. So it will modify the code for us. It's using a for loop for us now, where we can define the number of rings. So let's copy this code from here. Let's copy this and replace the previous code here. Okay. So now here we can see ring bell, it's passing an argument 3. It's coming up here, that is ring bell int number of rings. After that it will run a loop and it will ring for 3 times. After that it will return to the previous void loop. So this way they have modified the for loop for us. But here's the problem, I think. Whenever there is the time happening, within this time it will run this loop for multiple times. What I mean, let's run this simulation, it will make it clear. So that's because we have 39 minutes here, and within this minute it will try to go back here and do the same performance until it's 9:40. So that's not what we wanted. We wanted to ring this buzzer once when the 9:39 comes. So to make it more accurate, we can do another thing, that is we can add second here also. So let's bring logic second to 00. Okay, so this will solve our problem. 0. This will solve our problem, I think. So let's see what time it is. It's 9:40 and 15 seconds. Let's run the logic for 9:40 and 40 seconds. So let's run this. 40 seconds is approaching. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It has rung only single time when this time has been reached. Okay, so that's how we can solve that problem. Now what else we can do with this project? Let's ask ChatGPT to prepare a schedule based programming for us. So we want to make a schedule based program. In this program, for each in this program, so we are giving a simple instruction to ChatGPT, like we want to make a schedule based program for class ringing system. Write a code for us with 3 class timing. At the start of each class the buzzer should ring. So let's try this out. The program is now complete. Here's a simple schedule based program for class ringing system with 3 classes. The buzzer will ring at the start of each class. So here we have RTC library, Liquid Crystal as previous buzzer pin. They have modified the code for 20/4 LCD. Okay. Then here's the class timing. First class will start at 9, 10, 11. With these zeros, second zeros are for minute and third zeros are for seconds. Okay. In the void loop, at the first row, they will print the current class and they will take the class name. At the second row, the current time, the time should be printed. Okay. They are also printing the class started message and buzzer ringing at the ring buzzer function. So I think that's simple program with some complicated logic. So that's how we can use actually ChatGPT for creating the logic for us. We'll give text-based logic, but they will convert our text or instruction into a program. So it's a brilliant platform for making projects like this. So at the OQI, I have replaced the 16 by 2 LCD with this 20 by 4 LCD. The rest of the circuit is as previous. And I have replaced the code with the current code from the ChatGPT. So let's say we want to execute this program and see what's the timing and what's the class status. So let's run this program. So in the time, there has been some overlaps of the lines or text. The current time is 10:40 second and 10:24. So according to the schedule, 10:24 it should be the second class, but it's showing as third class. So I think that's a problem here. So let's say this to ChatGPT. We are having problems with the time displaying at the LCD. For time between 10 to 11, it should be the second class, but it is showing third class at the LCD. Solve this for us. So let's see if ChatGPT can understand this. So it's saying that there's a logical error there. Actually, it's hard to trace where the change they have made. Just let's copy this and paste in our editors to see if it works. So again, this is 10:26 and it's showing third class. So that's a problem actually. Let's also explain this to ChatGPT. We are facing the same problem, yet it is 10:25 a.m. but in display it is showing as the third class. I apologize for the inconvenience. It appears that I misunderstood your requirement initially. It seems you want to display the class that is about to start or currently ongoing, rather than strictly the one with earliest start time. Let's adjust the logic to determine the current and upcoming class based on the schedule. I have modified the getCurrentClass function accordingly. Okay, so let's see if he really understands us. Also, we are having some problem here, like current class and current time. It's actually consuming most of the text string, LCD string. So let's replace this current class and current time. So let's just say class now and current time to just time. So let's rerun this program. So this time I think it's working fine. According to the schedule, if it is between 10 to 11, this should be second class, and the time is 10:29. I think it's working fine now. Let's say at second class we will start at 10:30. I have changed the schedule. Let's see if it can handle that. So it's 10:29. When it is 10:30, it should start the third class. Okay, that's great. According to our requirement, it just worked fine. Still, there was some bug related to the text string size, like when it was the next class or when the class has started, it printed something that overflowed the string size actually. This class started message. After that, it showed the first class or third class, something like that. That is the class name. So this actually consumed more than 20 characters. So we can say that we can just take it back and we can print it here. So what will happen, and we'll deleting this class from here. So it will show like first class, then a space started. So I think that would be in between 20 characters. And the second row will have something like buzzer ringing. Okay, that's fine. So let's again modify this code. Let's say our next or third class will start at 10:32. As the current time is 10:31, let's run this. At 10:32, it should start the third class. Okay, it's 57, 58. Okay, third class started, buzzer ringing. Great. And also there is another bug, that is after started, there is a colon. We don't need it. Okay, that's all. I think that's just a great program for us. We have presented how we can use schedule-based buzzer ringing. This is not just limited to buzzer ringing. You can add any applications you want, like automated plant watering system. You can do automatic pet feeding system. You can do automatic load control system. Anything you want, like this sort of programming. And you can also take help from ChatGPT as per your requirement of applications. So I think that's all for this video. I hope you got the idea how you can use ChatGPT to do any type of time scheduling based project with ChatGPT and Arduino. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next video with some more exciting project. Thank you.